In a dark metropolis, where nights were filled with an eerie silence and darkness, Amelia worked late at a law firm. As the clock struck midnight, she set off for home, boarding the empty subway, which felt like an abandoned tunnel leading into obscurity. The subway cars were vacant, save for a single passenger, a decrepit-looking old man sitting in one corner. His appearance was disheveled, and his unpleasant odor lingered in the air. Amelia sensed that something was amiss with him, and a dark aura seemed to envelop his presence. The man appeared to be inebriated, angrily muttering and arguing with invisible demons. Amelia tried to ignore him, gazing out the window, yearning for the subway to halt at the next station. Suddenly, without warning, the man rose from his seat and began moving toward her. His eyes were wild and furious as he muttered incoherent gibberish, inadvertently spitting in Amelia's face. Disgust and fear overwhelmed her. Amelia couldn't wait to exit the subway. Finally, she reached her destination station and hurriedly disembarked, relieved that she had left the eerie man behind. She ascended the stairs, believing the horror was over. However, she was mistaken. As she made her way through a dimly lit park, she noticed that the old man had been following her from a distance. Her heart began to race as she realized that she hadn't escaped him. Amelia quickened her pace, but the man continued to trail her discreetly. Then, in a secluded part of the park, he suddenly attacked her from behind, roughly grabbing her and pushing her to the ground. The man subjected her to vile and lewd comments while threatening to commit a heinous act. His foul breath and repulsive touch filled Amelia with disgust and terror. She fought desperately against her assailant, but he was stronger and more ruthless. In that grim moment, with the darkness of the night bearing witness to the dreadful scene, Amelia felt her world crumble. Yet her fighting spirit awakened. With all her strength and desperation, she resisted the assailant. Her screams pierced the park's silence, and fate had other plans. A random late-night jogger heard her cries for help and rushed to her aid. He bravely intervened and subdued the attacker. The police were called, and the man was apprehended before he could carry out his heinous crime. Amelia was saved, but the wounds inflicted on her soul that traumatic night would linger for a long time. The eerie experience in the deserted subway and the nightmare in the dark park would haunt Amelia for the rest of her life. However, she would also find the strength and courage to recover and overcome the darkness she had experienced that fateful night. She would never cease to advocate for her own safety and the safety of others.